Hi guys, welcome back to a J Love video. Today I'm here with my amazing, awesome cousin Michelle, and I'm gonna have Michelle introduce herself, and then go ahead.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle. I'm from Santa Maria, and I'm happy to be here with my cousin. He invited me out for conversation. I'm a grateful believer in Christ, and we're gonna have a conversation. What are we gonna talk about?
All right, here we go. So we've been up to like what's happening. We haven't talked in a long time, and so
For the last year, this month marks a year that I've been working as an in-home caregiver.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it.
Awesome. And like what else?
What else have I been doing?
Yeah, what else?
I've been doing some ministries at my church.
Awesome.
I do the Celebrate Recovery Ministries on Friday nights in Santa Maria, and I also do a City Serve ministry where we serve the homeless on Sundays after church. Yeah, I've been doing that for about a year and a half.
Yeah. That's awesome. So can you tell us what your shirt? I know it says
Celebrate Recovery.
Yeah, like what is Celebrate Recovery?
CR is it's a 12-step program for any types of recovery, and what makes CR different is it's a Christ-centered 12 steps. So we have a program that's Christ-centered and based on the Beatitudes in Matthew in the Bible to help people recover from all what we call hurts, habits, and hang-ups.
So the one thing that popped in my mind, like what made you decide to do this? Like what
made me want to do Celebrate Recovery? Yeah. Well, to be honest, I just celebrated 2 years sobriety in February. So I've struggled with alcohol since I was a young teen, and coming from dysfunctional family, and I'm a child of alcohol and drug addicted parents, so I grew up around a lot of addictions, and so I struggled with that a lot of my teens and young adult life. And when I first came to Jesus, I got saved when I was 29. And I started living for him, and I gave up drugs and alcohol for the first time I did that when I was 29.
Wow.
And I had a long length of sobriety, and then things happened in life, and I relapsed, and it brought me back to this program. And so now with 2 years sobriety, I'm giving back and sharing my experiences with others.
That's awesome. What has been like some struggles that you could encourage people? Like what were some struggles you had, and now you overcome it? Like was there any like depression? Was there any like things that you thought about while you were doing all this stuff till you met Jesus?
Yeah, I can tell you that part of Celebrate Recovery program is that we don't identify with the problems, that we don't say that we're an alcoholic, we're a drug addict. We say we're a child of God who struggles with alcohol, who struggles with depression, struggles with anxiety. Yes, I do have anxiety, and I had bouts of depression, and but through Christ who strengthens me, I'm a work in progress, and I get through it.
Totally. Awesome.
Yeah, I get through my anxiety, I get through my depression because I cast it on to him, and he helps me.
Awesome.
Yeah, Jesus is our healer.
Yeah, big time healer. So how you have a family, right? So how are the kids?
I do. I have 4 kids, adult kids, and 2 grandkids.
Wow.
My oldest is 30 and my youngest is 20. 3 boys and a girl.
Yeah.
My grandkids are 9-year-old granddaughter and an 8-year-old grandson.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big.
they bring me joy.
They bring you joy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so cool because the thing about my cousin, you guys, she's uh, I've known her for almost all my life, but it's just like so passionate because I know, like, I think we were. It's like people ask all the time, like, "Are you close to your cousin?" And I think a lot of times, like, we were close for a very, very long time, and I think we still are. And it's cool to like really catch up with families because I feel like it's good to, because for me, it's like, dang, I haven't talked to my family in a long time, and I feel like that's what really passionate. You should always just connect with family, just catch up with them. And so, um, what is like a little bit of like God doing now in your life then from all that? So can you share like what like He's been doing to make you like get stronger? And I know you said it's still a healing process,
Mhm.
but what is, if you don't mind sharing a little bit of like what He's been doing while this healing process is happening?
What's he been doing?
Yeah, or what?
Well, I do go down that rabbit hole in my head
Yeah.
sometimes, trying to figure out why I am the way I am. It brings me, back to, the character defects that I acquired. Living in the world for so long, in the secular world for so long,
Yeah.
I got a lot of character defects that I still am learning to give over to the Lord. And he's still working on me. You know, it's not perfection; it's progress. And I've been learning a lot going through this ministry that I'm involved in. Um, Tonight, I am doing a teaching on grace, and I just stand in awe of God's grace, of all the things that He has forgiven me for, all my sins that He's forgiven me for. Because when I step into those rooms, I say, "Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a sinner saved by grace."
Yeah.
I'm still learning about giving everything over to the Lord and trusting.
Totally.
And trusting Him
Yeah.
with my life. So many times I've been, I felt lost, and especially when I relapsed and I was drinking, and I lost a marriage, and that was really difficult. And I fell from the Lord for a little bit, but He kept drawing me back to Him. And that's what I've learned the most is we're the ones that leave.
Yeah.
He's always there waiting.
Awesome. Yeah.
He's always standing at the door knocking.
Absolutely.
And you just have to open the door back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Man, that's awesome. Oh, my spirit's here. What has been so I saw that you have your guitar right here, but when you play the guitar, like what's been coming out of that when you play it? Like what do you feel? Like what is Jesus doing when you?
Well, I picked up the guitar 8 years ago. I've never had a lesson. I've taught myself how to play, and basically because I was lonely. And when I have my guitar, it feels like a friend. And playing worship music, I'm playing to Jesus, and I'm singing worship music, and I got my guitar. I'm not so lonely when I have the guitar. So I basically picked up the music and the guitar to fulfill something missing.
Wow.
And that really helps. It helps with my anxiety. It helps with my depression. it helps with me growing, deeper in my walk with God, because I play worship.
Mm-hmm.
I play worship for my small group.
Yeah.
I play worship for the homeless group, and it's fulfilling. Yeah.
Wow, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, cuz man, it's like I'm learning like so much about it. Oh, so much about it. It's cool because we could always like encourage each other, pray for each other, you know. I was thinking, if you don't mind, I feel like it would be cool for you to play a song, if you don't mind, and because I want people to know like what's really like what does it mean to really play when you're lonely and stuff. If you don't mind.
This one is called At the Cross by Chris Tomlin. There's a place where mercy reigns and never dies. There's a place where streams of grace flow deep and wide, and all the love I ever found comes like a flood flowing down. At the cross, I surrender my life. I'm in awe of you, I'm in awe of you. Where your love ran red and my sin washed white, I owe it all to you, I owe it all to you, Jesus.
That's so awesome. It's awesome to really like. I want to share this part. Like when you play guitar, when you do that to Jesus, it's like a time where you have with Him. Because I feel like when you struggle or when you go through that depression, I think that's what takes all that away. When you do something you love to do.
It does. I'm not
Yeah.
a very extroverted person. I'm pretty introverted,
Yeah.
and to stand on stage and play and
yeah.
sing in front of
That'd be
people,
like
it's not my
cup of tea.
go-to cup of tea, but it's something I'm
Yeah.
growing into.
Totally.
And if I do have something stressful happening in my life, or I have to go to a meeting and I'm feeling anxious, I'm like, wait a second, I gotta go play guitar real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than going to a drug. It's better than taking a drink.
Absolutely.
Or taking a pill.
Absolutely.
So I music, music can save people.
Awesome. Yeah, 100%. It's so cool. Wow. Is there like any something that on your heart that you would like to before we close out?
Oh yeah.
Like a sharing, like a
Yeah,
final.
something I want to share with your audience.
Yeah.
Because I know you work with the disabled adults.
Yeah, totally.
Yes, you totally do that.
Yeah.
Ministry and God knows your heart.
Yeah.
And I recently went to a 3-day conference in LA. Okay, and there was so much information and so many speakers, but I want to share something with you and to your audience, to look up this Christian woman. Her name's Hosanna Wong, and I don't know if any of you've ever heard of her. Her testimony is amazing, and I wanted to share something that I learned from her testimony.
Mm-hmm.
If God can choose Moses, He can choose you.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to have all the answers or be qualified. He just needed to be God's vessel.
Yeah.
So you just need to be willing. You need to love God and love people and say yes to your Lord. And she spoke on what she called the lens of yourself, and the lens of yourself will determine the way you live.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking at yourself and you're seeing unworthy, you're seeing a burden, you're seeing a failure, you're living lies. You know, you don't need to live with those limitations, and don't believe those lies.
Yeah.
You're more than what you've been told you are, you know, because you're a child of God.
Amen.
So if you've been living with those old names you've been attached to yourself,
yeah,
she says drop those old names and follow Jesus, because Jesus has new names. Look, I think this is the Holy Spirit. He's blowing through our camp right now. He's blowing away right now. You know, he has new names for you. Jesus says he wants to use the character of you, what has made you who you are. He wants to use that stuff where others can see him in you.
Yeah. Come on. Love it. It's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing a little bit and catching up with me.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, blessing to you and to what God has coming for you. Anyway, thank you again. And by the way, till next time, Jaleb and Michelle are both out. Bye.